Hi, my name is Eric's TJ and you're welcome to my channel. This is the ultimate comparison video between the Redmi 13 and the former Redmi 12. Ever since I made the unboxing video of the Redmi 13, most of you wanted to know if the Redmi 13 is an upgrade to the former Redmi 12. If you are new to the channel, subscribe and turn on notifications, and for returning subscribers, thank you for joining me once again. In terms of design, both phones look very identical. They both support the eye arrow sensor with headphone jacks at the top, and at the right side of the phone we have the volume buttons and the fingerprint and power button, and we have the SIM card tray at the left side, and of course they have 3 camera ring placements, and we'll talk about that as time goes on. So quickly, let's talk about software. In terms of software, the Redmi 13 comes with the Android version 14 on HyperOS, while the Redmi 12 comes with the Android version 13 on MIUI version 14. But at the time of making this video, the Redmi 12 has already received the HyperOS update. So in terms of software, they are both similar. So quickly, let's talk about the displays of both phones. Both of them have a similar display size of 6.79 inches with 1080p resolution, and both of them can support up to 4K videos on YouTube, and of course they support 90 Hz refresh rate. However, in terms of touch responsiveness, I'll give the edge to the Redmi 13 because the Redmi 13 feels very smooth compared to the Redmi 12. Opening and closing of apps feels faster on the Redmi 13. I think that owes to the fact that the Redmi 13 has a better processor, which is the Helio G91, compared to the G88, which is on the Redmi 12. In terms of password and security, they both have face unlock and they have a side-mounted fingerprint. In terms of unlocking speed, I'll give it to the Redmi 13 because sometimes it feels a little bit faster, but that is no surprise since the Redmi 12 right here, it's actually an older phone which has gone through lots of lock and unlock sessions, so I'll call that a tie. In terms of battery life, the Redmi 13 has a 5030 mAh versus the 5000 on the Redmi 12, but the real difference here is the 33 watt fast charging that the Redmi 13 supports versus the 18 watt on the Redmi 12. In terms of processor, the Redmi 13 has the better processor, which is the G91 Ultra versus the G88, which is on the Redmi 12. And in terms of performance, opening and closing apps on the Redmi 13 feels very faster compared to the Redmi 12, as you can see right here. So I would say that the G91 Ultra is a better, newer chipset compared to the G88 on the Redmi 12. Now let's address the elephant in the room, which is of course the cameras. The Redmi 12 has a triple lens setup, while the Redmi 13 has a dual lens setup. Yeah, I know what you are thinking, but trust me, the Redmi 13 has a better image resolution, which is a 108 megapixel rear sensor versus a 50 megapixel on the Redmi 12. At the front, we have an 8 megapixel on the Redmi 12 versus a 13 megapixel on the Redmi 13. The flashlight's brightness are both similar, but a major difference between both phones is the fact that the Redmi 13 doesn't have a dedicated wide-angle lens. As you can see at the back, the Redmi 12 has a dedicated ultra-wide angle, which is an 8 megapixel, whereas the 13 doesn't have a wide angle lens. But it compensates for that for the fact that Redmi 13's 108 megapixel has a wider field of view and it has a better zooming capability compared to the Redmi 12. So I think the Redmi 13 is still on par in terms of camera. So quickly, let me display some pictures so you can take a look for yourself and you be the judge of both cameras and tell me what you think about both of them. This is the front facing camera, 1080p 30 frames per second. This is the rear camera. So ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, the complete comparison between the Redmi 12 and Redmi 13. Apart from just slight improvements in the cameras, I think that the Redmi 12 and 13 are not different from each other. So I wouldn't advise you to change your phone if you're already using the Redmi 12. Because basically there is nothing that the Redmi 13 can do that the Redmi 12 cannot do. Apart from the cameras and little changes in the design. I think the Redmi 12 is a very capable device even in 2024. So thank you very much for watching. Subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Erux TJ signing out. Bye bye.